you have done some internship, you are still in second year, and the role which you are playing in the current company which you are working with, you are the only person and you are driving the show, right?
Exactly.
That's very impressive, Tulsi. That's very impressive. So you might have learned so many things till now, right? I mean to say, what all things you did, Tulsi, to learn all those things, and how is your office experience currently going on, and what things have you learned, and what do you execute there on day-to-day basis, or some learnings? That is what I can probably put in like that.
Regarding my job roles and responsibilities, it consists of lot many. It's very difficult to put it, tell right now. So these are the exact things I do. Apart from that, I take part in recruitment and selection, complete total recruitment, end-to-end recruitment, employee engagement, training and development, payroll, performance appraisal. So lot many.
Wow. Yeah, that's really good to see. That's really good. So basically, what you are doing is much before you are moving out of your college, you have learned so many things, right? If we talk about HR, right? See, there are some 4 to 5 fields if we talk about HR. One is recruitment that you have already touched. Another one is you are saying is into employee engagement, right? Many companies call that as talent management, okay? Or a few people call it like HR. HR partner or something like that. So you have covered that as well. Then there is something known as shared services. Okay, it is also a part of HR department. Then there is something known as GWFM, that is Global Workforce Management. Okay. Then apart from this, the HR people also have scope in trainings. So when it comes to this, right, you have already covered 3 to 2 portions of that particular thing. And I definitely know, right, other students who are there in second year as of now, many of them might have not even started with an internship, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, this gives you already an exposure, because what right we have done is to see that after, maybe after completing this particular year, you will already have that particular experience and the fields you have already explored. So that is going to be a really real value add to see. That's going to be real massive actually, because this will also come in your resume, like you have already done these many things and you are experienced, and it would help you in getting a role in your company and as well as other organizations. So that is something good. And another thing is that okay, this really seems to be good to see. Tell me one thing now, what exactly made, why did you choose MBA as a field, right? To all the, if some students are listening to us, then why did you choose MBA? And the interesting thing about your choice is that you are doing MBA into marketing and human resource. So how do you in marketing and HR? Yeah. So how will it going to help? How will it help the students? If you can talk something about that.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I can tell that, so we are not supposed to be into the only one way. See, if I like HR, that doesn't means I am supposed to be only in HR. There should
True.
be some additional to us. So that is the main reason why I had taken dual specialization.
Great.
And the next thing is why marketing.
Hmm.
If we see at currently everything become digitalized,
Very true.
so it is very important to know. So one more thing, everyone will tell that if marketing comes into the picture, the word sales will come. Everyone will tell that sales. So marketing in the sense we need to go to door to door, we need to sell this. So that is sales. Sales is totally different from marketing. So what I'm about to tell is, for example, if we are going to place sit in an interview, we are going to sell ourselves. See, to the interviewer, we'll tell, see, I made this. We are going to impress them, right?
Very
So
true.
without knowingly, we are doing sales to ourselves.
Very right. Very right.
Yeah. So that doesn't mean we are not into sales, right?
Very true.
Exactly, sir. That
So
is what.
very true, Tulsi. So basically, what it is that marketing, basically, as a person, right? Marketing is one of the oldest professions. Much before some other things came into picture, marketing was there as one of the oldest professions, to speak truth. Like maybe if we talk about barter exchange, those times as well, people used to sell their goods in exchange of some other goods. So it is one of the oldest professions, and it has been there, and it is used in our day-to-day lives, the way we present ourselves. Very rightly said, very rightly said. And if we mix that thing with the human resource thing as well, then that really works magic. It is such a good way. I mean, it is such a good way to look at things, though. See, it is such a good way. So you have really done so good in this, and you are surely reaping the benefits as well. Great, Tulsi. Tulsi,
Thank you, sir.
how is it, right? I was just wondering, the Tulsi who was there before starting this particular job, the internships and the projects that which you are currently doing. So I think you have been doing it from 6 to 8 months, if I'm not wrong.
It's 8 plus 9 months, 9 months totally.
Right. So what is the change, Tulsi, in you as a person, and how confident you are about like how what is the change? How do you see the Tulsi who was before joining and the person who has joined and now who's speaking to me?
So my first internship started in March.
True.
At that time, frankly speaking, I don't know how to send a email.
Yeah. Okay.
Not even email. So now I'm HR executive of company who takes everything regarding clients, regarding mails, the project details, everything. So I started with, I'm not sure how to send a mail, I don't know how to frame sentences, I'm not good enough to speak, I'm not good enough to tell everything. So what is there will be a lot in my mind, but I'm not able to speak anything. So
True.
yeah, nearly this is my fourth internship which I'm doing right now. So literally those from past three internships, these are for one month. I learned from them. I mean, from one internship, I learned how to speak. From another internship, I learned how to write. I write an email and how to reply to the email. So those and all. From another internship, I learned. So what are the HR activities will be there? What are the verticals will be there? In which I need to sit? What is my priority? So that is how, sir.
Wow, that's yeah, that's really good, right? So all the people, right? All the people who are in the first year of MBA, this is the right thing to do. What Tulsi is currently doing, right? One internship followed by another internship followed by another internship. Not only that, she said four internships, and it has added a massive learning to what she has gained in the 8 years, right? When the world was somewhat struggling, Tulsi was actually building herself and has gained so much of experience. And if we talk about job, if we talk about the permanent role, something like that, initial phase, I keep saying this, right, Tulsi? See, initial phase is always the phase of learning curve. Okay, and you have so much of experience now. If then this like initial phase is already gone by doing internships, right? You have already learned that much, and now you are in a company and you that phase is already gone and you know so much about it. So that really it makes a difference, Tulsi. That makes a difference.
Yes, sir. And I wanted to tell one more thing here. So even my friends used, as I told, I'm taking some training and development to interns to improve my skills, and my company won't give any budget for that. So what I'll do is I'll hire some interns for 2 to 3 months without stipend. I'll train them. So MBA students who are about to complete their so I'll hire them and I'll train them on daily basis. With them, I'll not get any benefited. Like they'll not do anything to my company, but I'll teach them. So with my all activities, I'll train them for 15 to 20 days. Later part that I'll allow them to go ahead. So this is the work. This is the work, and finally I'll give some recommendation as well as internship certificate. So what I want to tell here is, so nowadays, if you want to learn something, just go and learn. Don't look for money or stipend. Many will come without stipend. How can I come? See, if you are looking for money, that's totally fine. Even now, I am doing so. My motive is to earn money. But before that, we need to have some stuff in ourselves. We need to uh, acquire some skills. When we'll acquire, if you have some real time experience rather than from books and everything, that's totally fine. Reading and writing everyone do, but going to office, working, understanding the client situation and current scenarios, that is totally different, sir. So that is what I wanted to tell everyone. If you wanted to start and something, when you get a chance, just grab it, sit. If you don't know, learn and do. Don't tell them that I don't know how to do. Tell them that just give me some time, I'll work, I'll do some homework, I'll do some research, and then get back and submit the work. If they scold, just it's fine. Take that and go back, sit, again do some homework and get back to them. That's it.
Yeah, so nice to see. So nice. What you are saying now, right? It's really good. Why I'm saying that is because it is it is not actually the story with the people who are yet to get in jobs. If we join a particular company, right? Then there comes a phase which we call as learning phase. The approach which you just said is very useful out there, right? So for an example, if I join a company, what you are saying, the approach that you said, rather than saying I don't know, probably it is good to be like to explore options. Good to like if some case just it is very important to have a better understanding about what is expected from you. That is important. For an example, if manager is assigning some task to you, as you said, you have to explore it, how you can do it. But to start with, it is very important to know that what exactly are the expectations from the team, so we do not fumble here and there, and we do not end up in doing something work but which is like not what which manager was expecting us to do. Once that is in place, then there comes the thing where which you already said, we have to try to see what all things we can do from our end, and also take necessary inputs from the managers if required, because that is a learning phase. So what you said can be brought into practice, should be brought into practice, both as well people who are looking for big stipends and somewhat hesitant to get into internship. It is very important you highlighted a very good point that you have to get into internships, and that is how things work. So, and once you went ahead a bit advanced, and you said that how it is going to help and what should be the approach once you join the company, right? So very glad to know all these things, to see the level, right? The level of maturity that you have shown to speak truth is, it's good, it's immense. It the way you are talking, right? It shows the improvement, it shows that you are so well on the track. So good to have you, Tulsi, and all the people, all the students, all the first year students who are listening. Try to bring all these things in practice. I am sure that you have 8 months of experience. You would be completing your what are plans ahead, Tulsi? What are plans ahead? I mean to say, your current thing that you're currently doing, it's very good. Okay, it has given you so much of exposure, and it has been such a good learning. So how is it this internship, and then the learnings that you have come through? How are you planning to apply these things in your life? I mean, in your professional career? Anything about that?
Definitely yes, sir. Because right now my company offered already in my second month itself. They said they are going to hire me for permanent employee.
Great, great,
The current company.
very
So there is no worry for me to go and search. That doesn't mean that I'm not searching for some other things. It's the process is going on, and when I'm working, like when I'm about to source the candidates, I used to take telephonic interview as well as HR rounds. So
true.
before that, I'll be preparing. So what type of questions I need to be asked, so
Yeah,
we'll learn before sitting into the interviewer. If we were the interviewer once, it is easy for us to know what type of questions will come. So how to answer them, and also regarding job portals, how to post, if how to apply them. So if I as I told, I'll be posting some job postings, and I'll be getting profiles. I know so what profile matches the requirement, so I'll understand. So for this requirement, whether I can apply or not.
right, right. So very good to see. So now this is what happens, right? This has already happened with you, the company which you are working. Glad to know that they have already offered you a permanent role. It is so good, right? So see, it is really great. So the people, right? Isn't it great? You get into an internship, you impress the people around, you impress the team, you impress the management, and the things will automatically fall in place, because good candidates are, right? They are not easy to come by. Good candidates to speak to, people have to go through so many interviews to close one particular position, right? It is not easy actually. I have been there as a part of HR team, and I have worked in this. To fill one position, we have to interview many people to get that particular mindset, that proper commitment, that proper value, and that is how it flows on. So when it comes to internship, this is the magic that it does. It's really good to know. So one more thing, Tulsi, because before winding up, right, I want to ask one more thing. that what are your general observations to see when you speak with the people, I mean to say when you conduct interviews, generally what are the, which all are the areas wherein people lack, which they need to build? Basically, what are the rejection reasons for the people who randomly apply but somehow do not get rejected, and ultimately they think that why my profile is not getting shortlisted? Would you like to suggest something where the people who are applying, the currently job seekers who are applying for roles, who can just try to derive something out of it?
Sure, sir. This is from my real-time experience. See, if my requirement is like I'm looking for 3 to 5 years of experience, then my profile, my inbox will be with hundreds of messages on daily basis. In that,
True.
99 profiles will be not at all relevant. They'll have only fresher experience, and there will not be any no subject will be there, and resume name just it will be like updated resume. What is updated resume? Resume file name should not be will not be there, and just without any something like no subject, no file name, just they'll send a profile. How will I know so what is a mail?
Right.
And
See, very true. Yeah.
yeah, so these are the things which first thing before applying for the any job or any internship, make sure that your resume is updated that day, not yesterday, not even yesterday. If you are about to apply, make sure that it is updated now. Check your file name, and when you are about to send a mail, if it is via mail, then subject is very important, sir, like the designation and the thing, and try to give some brief about in the mail, like
True.
I'm so and so, so I'm applying for this position, I have this many of experience, and kindly go through my resume, thank you, thanks and regards. See, when I open the mail, I'll get nice first impression, so I'll get interest to go through the mail, I mean go through the profile, then I'll go and I'll search, I'll see whether it is meeting our expectations or not. And second thing, when we are trying to reach the candidates, we'll try 1 or 2 times,
True.
so then we'll not get back we'll not get the call back, if they tell that we'll give a call after 5 to 10 minutes, there will not be any response. This is one of the reason why job seekers are not getting. There will be some interview schedules, tomorrow at 9:30 if there is an interview, the candidate will not show up for the interview.
Mm.
That
So
is one of the main reasons, sir. We need to be very punctual. If we are seriously looking for a job, then our main motive, like me, that means if when I wake up, my main thing is like, what is my today's schedule? Today I have an interview at 9:30, so I should be ready at 9 only.
true, true, true. So these are important points, Tulsi. These are important right points. Use people listen. Tulsi here is now talking as an HR expert. Okay, and what she's sharing is really good. Till now, she was talking about like a second year student who is doing internships, and now with the experience that she has got, she is in a position to understand what are things that people are missing out. Well, because many people keep coming us, Tulsi, right? The way what we are into trainings, we conduct trainings, we counsel people, we guide them. Many people come and say the blank point questions are that why do we not get responses from for the requirements that we apply for? Then this is the point to be noted, people. There are many people. First of all, if we are applying for a job, as Tulsi rightly pointed out, the details should be updated. Details should be updated. The subject line is should be updated. Few people miss this basic learnings as well. That is what Tulsi is saying, and it is very right. You have to update the subject line. You have to update the email body. That is known as cover letter, right, Tulsi? Yeah,
Yes.
people call it as cover letter. Then you have to update the details as cover letter. You have that makes you stand out of the crowd. For an example, if Tulsi is saying that he's working on one requirement and he is getting some two requirements, or and she's getting some 20 profiles for that, and most of the resumes are not even updated with the name or the skill set. Resume file name should also be updated. It is just being sent as it is, so you have to update the resume file name to start with. Then the subject line, if you are updating, see, this is how you will get the preference. If there are 20 people, if 10 people has updated the resume subject line and resume name, right, to see if 10 people has updated the resume name, then they will get the preference because they are showing what they are. rather than you double clicking and checking what is the name of the person, what is he doing. If he's just attaching and sending, that will not make any sense. And if wrong resumes are being posted, for example freshers applying for experience roles, then it's not working. So you have to be sure about what you are applying for. Then be a person who is drafting, you is saving the resume with a proper file name, so that the chances of you standing apart from others increases. Once that is done, update something on the cover letter. If 20 people are doing, if 20 people are applying for a job and only 5 people are doing these particular things, then the 5 people are already standing out of the lot of 20 people. So you can understand where it goes and how it goes. Another thing which she highlighted was punctuality, right? The life of when we come to an HR, right, we go as per a proper schedule, isn't it, Tulsi? So
Yes,
what you
sir.
said. For example, if you are giving a time slot of one particular interview to a particular candidate, that slot is followed by another slot which is there for an interview to another candidate. That is followed by another. So once you miss the slot, perfect. That means you are missing an opportunity, right? You are missing an opportunity, and at the same time, some other people who are there in the following slots will get that opportunity. It's very simple, guys. So she pointed out very well two important points, that why most of the people they do not get selected, or why they do not get calls back, or what is it that which they are doing wrong, and how they can rectify it. So very well to see, very well, very impressed to see by your observations, right? By your learnings, observations, the efforts that you have put in, and very glad to have you as a part of this platform, Tulsi. As a part of this platform, very glad to have you. So I would like to, anything else to see, anything else to add, or you would you like to give any advice, any ending words to the people, why they should choose MBA as an HR, what scope they will have as an MBA HR marketing to the students, and any final advice for the people who are there in first year, how they can, what they can actually do. Any final words on that? And you just said about how should resume be updated, so probably a final words to the students and the final words to the first year students. And job seekers, note the point. Tulsi has already said that why do people do not get interviews, and you do these things, right, and ultimately the chances of you getting selected or you getting a call back increases. So yeah, Tulsi, the final words on those two things.
Uh, Coming to conclusions, if we take for first year students, and one of my tip or suggestion to first year MBA students, whoever, whatever the vertical they are having, though it is finance, HR, marketing, whatever, make sure that try to get some internship experience, real time experience, rather than from your grades. And many people will tell that we don't have time. See, everyone have 24 hours time. If we stop using Instagram and Facebook for 2 to 3 hours, we'll get lots of time to work on the internship. That is the same thing. That is the same thing I am doing. I used to scroll Instagram, Facebook, YouTube for hours. So I decided to, okay, let me use that, but use it in a best way. So I started searching for internship. Literally, it had taken 3 months to get an internship. And finally I sat, and it was very difficult. Nothing will be is very easy. If I go and if I apply for 10 companies, 10 companies will not come to me. No one will come to me. If I, frankly speaking, all the internships I got from the LinkedIn only. Nowadays LinkedIn is the best platform to
Very
get
right,
jobs,
very rightly
almost
said,
for
Tulsi. Yeah.
internships.
In fact, very rightly said, Tulsi. In fact, I was able to recollect one of the sessions, right? We conduct one more thing that goes hand in, not hand in hand, in fact, that has completed so many, we call it as life transformation. You might have, you might remember, right? Once we spoke
Yes,
about
sir.
that. So in that particular thing, there was one particular session as a part of that. And that session was completely based on how a person should use his or her social media. This once you were talking, started talking about that, right? I was able to relate it to that, and that is how it is up to us. And we have to channelize ourselves to we have to customize our social media according to what we want to do. And that is what you have done, rather than wasting time in the non stuff which is non-productive. That is the best way to do. So this was the advice to all the people who are there in the first year and who try to reach out to different consultants, or who just see that why, who just keep telling that why are they not getting jobs. We have to take the first step. You have to use the LinkedIn platform in a proper manner. You have to spend time. You have to spend time. You have to spend efforts. Then it is the chances of you getting jobs will increase, and opportunities are everywhere. You have to be more vigilant. You have to keep trying. You have to action. You have to take action, and then things work. So this is that is good to see. That is good. That was a very valuable advice, in fact. So
And one more thing from my end to all the viewers who are viewing this and who will be seeing after this also, don't work for something that okay, we are born and we are supposed to work, we are about to earn, or we are to get some thing in the society. No, not like that. By end of the day, ask yourself whether we are happy or not. That is the one question I used to ask daily when I get up and when I'm about to sleep. So if I'm happy today, then I'll do the same work tomorrow. If I'm not happy today, I'll ask myself what is missing in my life, rather than going and doing. If I earn 10K per month, my next motive will be for 15K, next 30, next 40, it will be increasing. So earning money is happy and best thing. That doesn't mean we'll be happy, right? So what about ourselves? It is in this life, everything we needed is to be happy. That's it, sir. So believe in yourself, be happy, and that is more than enough in the life.
listen to the viewers. Listen, viewers, this advice is really good, and it talks about the level of maturity that Tulsi has. These really are the big words coming for the person who is really very impressive. Okay, so just before wrapping up, Tulsi, we will be sharing this. Okay, this video is being currently aired live to the limited people on Facebook profile as well. Okay, while making this post, I will tag you in, and then probably we will share it with some platforms wherein students are there, so that they can gain value out of it. Some those platforms, and some people, some professors, they come up with many queries to speak to. I was having a word with some of them, and they know, they know, but still, right, they somewhat these things will help the students. In fact, this thing is going to help the students, so we will share it at the platforms, as well as the professionals, the beginners, how to look. It's for job seekers. It's the value pack. That is what I can say. It's a value pack what would be helpful to everyone, so we will post it there. Then then there is a WhatsApp community that we have come up with. It is specific to this particular platform. So one by one, we have created a professional network wherein we want all the people, all the professionals, irrespective of whatever their field is, to be under one place. Okay, and we are expecting something good out of it. Like when all professional mindset people, they come in one place, then automatically it's professional. It's helpful for the community. It's helpful for them. So this is what we are building up. Okay, we will get these queries. We will see if anyone has any queries related to our discussion as well, and ultimately then we will try to get back to them maybe sometime when the time permits, as we are working. So ultimately we'll see how those queries can be resolved and how the value can be added to the people. So that is what we will be doing. And it's we started like this particular initiative after receiving some requests, and I was also singing the same lines. We conducted 3 to 4, Tulsi. This is the fourth one. First one, as said, was from quality reserve executive, then quality food executive Sudha. Then I myself did a session on job seeking or something. Then third was the interview, wherein I interviewed a person who is uh, a veteran, actually 24 years of experience into civil engineering. And this is the fourth one. It's really going good. Proud to have you in our platform, Tulsi. Proud
Thank you, sir.
to have
Thank
you.
you so much.
So let's see, Tulsi, how it works, and we will stay connected. We'll see what people, the queries they raise. So nice to have you here. So we'll soon catch up. All the viewers, hope you put all these learnings into practice to see what change it brings to you. And I am sure the value that is added today is really going to make the big, massive change, in fact. So take care, people. Bye, Tulsi. Bye, Tulsi. Good to have you here today.
I sir, thank you. Thanks for the call.
Most welcome. Thanks for the time.